Hey, 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 welcome and salutations to another exciting episode of Dog Fight Sports.
There's going to be rain and thunder, lots of lightning coming soon.
Oh, that's right. I can feel the atmosphere changing, so we had to get on this thing real nice and quick and try to get in a show before it starts getting nice and sprinkly.
Heck yeah, if it starts to hit the fan, we might be taking off real quick.
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
hang in there as long as we can.
Mm-hmm. I feel, I see the ivy is already starting to wave, so I just want to give a big shout out to the Peanut Gallery. Thank you very much for everybody who's joining us in person over here to check out the show. We're going to be getting you some good baseball.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, it's always nice to have some butts in the seat.
The crowd goes wild.
Mr. Baseball is blowing in the wind.
Mr. Baseball is blowing in the wind, so I might as well have him come in.
Yep.
So I'll introduce you guys, and I'll cycle out. I myself am Nick Newman, and I'm not quite a baseball extraordinaire, so I will invite a baseball extraordinaire to come in just a second. But I am joined to my left, your left, because everything's backwards. Scotty to Hottie.
Red Hot Scott, or whatever they're calling me these days.
Red Hot Scott hanging out at the hot spot.
At Frank-N-Tony's. I've been called worse by better. So
That's right.
Thank you very much for having me.
I also got Tito, the baseball whisperer, Tito Round Trippers. And,
Hey.
what are we calling you about basketball? The basketball ranter, not the whisperer?
Yes, the baseball whisperer and the basketball shouter, I believe, was the one-liner last time.
Very cool. Well, I'm going to go find I guess he walked away. So
I
I go find.
I have George go get him.
All right.
Well, Tito, what do you got for us today to lead off the show about this this exciting baseball action that we've been seeing with the Cleveland Guardians/Indians?
All right, yeah, we're checking in here at the 50-game mark. Completed the sweep on the Mets. So, looking very good. Kansas City's playing good ball. We're holding them off, and we put some distance between them and Minnesota and Detroit. And we're just going to kind of go through what's went right for the Guardians, some challenges and schedule ahead, and what's happening in this division race as things heat up for the summer, and we get into all this. So like I said, survived that road trip, or I'm sorry, this not road trip entirely, but 16 games without a day off.
Hashtag no days off.
Right.
Yes.
That's right. It's a grueling summer of baseball.
That roughly coincided with Quan going on the DL. I do know for a fact we went 9-7 since Quan. The first 16 games, Quan was gone. Weathered
That's
that
actually
storm.
not too bad.
Yes, and we've gotten even hotter since because Quan's been gone for more than 16 games. So now the return's in sight, and we've gotten to break in a couple other guys. So, yeah, Quan's return shouldn't be too far off. And Gavin Williams, let's not forget, as long as we're on the infirmary injury department, as far as people expected to return reasonably soon and help us this year, obviously it starts with Quan, and then from the pitching standpoint.
Quan is
Yeah.
gone. Quan
But what a nice-
Quan is gone.
What a nice job everybody has been filling in the leadoff spot for him. It has really been impressive.
Yep. It's given a couple other people opportunities to shine. Will Brennan's had some big moments. Obviously, the ripple effect, getting that one or two more game of playing time with Quan being out and stuff. So,
Yeah.
And,
It's 50-plus games now. The team isn't a joke. It's just not a fluky hot start.
right, yeah, it's early
So-
till it's not, and it's not terribly
No,
early
no,
anymore.
They've kind of been going on streaks, hot streak, cold streak, hot streak. So we're in the hot. Let's keep it heated up.
For sure.
50 games in. That's a pretty significant amount of the season, but
Yeah.
it is still less than 1/3 of the way through.
Right.
So as far as the injury front, how much are we going to start missing Cookie Carrasco? Just went down on the 15 day.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, it's a 15-day DL. He's got a neck problem. It's some sort of strain or something. Obviously, it's nothing very serious, anything kind of serious with the neck, and we'd be talking about, being out for close to a year or something at this
sure.
point at that age. So hopefully it's just a couple of starts. Cookie's been a matchup guy. He hasn't done so hot in the bad matchups, and he's eaten some innings in the favorable matchups.
That's it.
That's what the end of the rotation dude does. So, it's not as if by any
He's an inning eater.
Yeah.
And then, you
So-
get some kids to come up and give, some up-and-comers coming in and everything.
Right.
So.
And now, who was I talking to the other day? I think it was Hunter that said that every time you guys go down to watch the ball game, that McKenzie's always pitching.
Yes, he sure is.
Are
And
you guys
he
going
pitched
to-
a great game on Friday. So
Are you guys going to see McKenzie again? Hey, Kyle, come over here.
oh,
Hey, I finally made it.
Hey.
Sorry about that, guys.
there he is. Our introducer just tapped out, so I'll introduce Ulysses S. Rance here for the baseball talk.
All right, and the Thunder rolls.
Yup.
Hey, so what have
Still a
we
few
covered so far?
Okay, the 50-game check-in, how we've held firm on the division lead, and we jumped to major reinforcements headed on pitching and batting side with Quan and Williams, and that's about it. We just basically
I
touched on.
did hear Quan is going to come up soon, so somebody's going to have to get sent down.
Yep, someone will have to get sent down, so we'll see who that might be. I guess if you read the chat rooms, it's going to be Arias or Florial, but sometimes
Really?
there's more to it.
I
than-
heard either Bo Naylor, or Manzardo.
See, now
but-
Manzardo's got a few doubles that hopefully
Okay.
will lead to
yeah,
the
I
first
noticed
big league
that.
dinner.
He has been
I
doing a little
think
better
Manzardo
lately.
is
but-
safe.
No, I'm Bo. Keep Bo here.
Yeah.
All right.
No, I'm Bo.
Hedges is pretty brutal behind the plate, and Fry's thriving as
Yeah,
super
but I heard
utility
he's
dude,
like the
so-
leader of the team.
Yeah,
so.
you need that guy in there.
Yeah.
You know, somebody's
gotta
got
have Hedges.
Somebody's got to
Sure.
warm up the bullpen.
Yeah, as a personal customer. so.
Right, fair enough, Scotty. Hey,
But-
so it was good to see Lindor back in town.
Yeah, Lindor back in town. And he gave us kind of some props as a winning organization. Like, man, I miss
Yeah.
winning when they asked what he missed
Well,
about
I'll
being
never
here.
forget
so that was
big,
cool.
That
I
big
caught
grand
that
slam
bird.
he had. I'll never forget that big grand slam.
Smack. the baseball
yes,
around.
the
When it
Yankees
bounced off
before
the foul
Bulls.
pole, I was actually watching it with my dad.
Oh,
Hey, what's
beautiful.
up, Dad? But that was great.
Yeah.
Lindor and his big 197 average.
Yep. And speaking of which, Jimenez with a big home run today.
Jimenez.
Yeah, how ironic, right?
The main
Sucker.
payoff from that trade. so.
Jimenez.
Yeah, I definitely think we won that trade.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
Mhm.
It's all because we couldn't afford him.
Man, it's a good.
Yeah.
Jimenez is a beast. It's a good thing. A couple other guys, maybe we graded a little too high on that deal, but Jimenez alone
For
has pretty
sure.
much carried the day on that.
What
Right.
an
trade.
awesome job of maximizing somebody you couldn't keep anyways. Hats off. Hats off.
Hey, I mean, now the Guardians are now with the win today. We're 16 games over 500, which is outstanding. I think it took until mid-June to get where we are now, as far as number of wins.
Yeah.
So now we are 9-1 in the last 10 games. So definitely hot, a 6-game winning streak. I mean, we're finally getting some better starting pitching. Bullpen's been lights out. I believe we're still ranked near the top of the league. I mean, well, the lowest ERA,
Super.
but one of the best bullpens in the league.
Super lights out bullpen.
Yeah.
Double check some ratios today. 7 dudes with a whip under 1 in our bullpen. 7.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
3 dudes with a whip under .8. Now, Henches is still kind of new, 5 appearances in from his injury, but still. Henches, Clase, and Sandlin all below .8. 7 relievers below .1. So, some pretty impressive stats from this ensemble cast of the bullpen.
but we have been using the bullpen a lot, and the thing is like these guys are getting a lot of appearances. So I wanted to ask you guys, as the season plays out and these guys are getting a lot of work, I mean, eventually that's going to take a toll, right?
Yeah, I'll go first. I did read, I checked the outline and how we were worried about bullpen innings, and rightfully so. We all wish the starters had gone farther. And yes, our best relievers here at the 50-game mark, so that's like the soft 1/3 mark, not quite 33% for context, are at about 23 to 25 innings each. So in today's modern game, that extrapolates to about 70, 75 innings. It's a heavy-ish workload for relievers, but it's doable. So I just want to put that out there. What do you think, Scott?
I mean, they are the number 1 bullpen in the league. Let's just come out and say it. They are, if you look at all that, they are right there on the top, and it's been worked by committee. And
Work by committee. That's a good
the
point.
camaraderie of the team. Like these cats are all hanging together. They're happy. They're winning. They're thriving off each other. They
Never
have a
believe
great
they're out of it.
attitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Relentless.
So they're coming in, and everybody wants to one-up them, and they don't want to let their folks down. I mean, hey, look at the kid today who came out and closed the game with the Class A out. Man, that kid came in there, and he did a nice job. Yeah, I mean, he did a really nice job.
Yeah.
Gaddis and Kate Smith and
Huge
Sandlin.
sweep. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it was a huge sweep.
There were people. somewhat rightfully so, there were people in a lot of public forums bitching about the lineup, saying like, oh, Florio, Arias, Rocchio, Rodriguez, like, what is this, just the daytime wave the white flag the moment we fell behind? And Rodriguez got his first Major League RBI today on the go-ahead, so to a degree.
Yeah, wasn't it his first league hit, too?
No, it was on a ground out, but
Okay,
still,
I got you.
that took us the lead from.
That's right.
Oh boy!
All right, hey,
All
so
right.
yeah, our
Count
producer
down to
did
5.
say,
5-minute rain
We're beating
warning.
the rainstorm.
yeah,
Protecting
we gotta
the
beat
gear.
the rain. So yeah, just a
we wanna
quick
jump around
standings.
and,
just a
focus
quick
on our-
standings
Thank you, Producer
update. We are
George.
33-17. We're still winning the Central, but the Royals are right on our heels at 32-19.
Isn't
Yeah.
that something?
Man, it's simple math. 50
Something.
games in, we're playing 660 ball
Yeah.
and barely holding off the Royals. We knew Bobby Witt Jr. would be a beast on power and speed. He's also
Yeah,
fifth in batting average.
Right.
I mean, the batting average is just sort of, from a Guardian standpoint, an annoying bonus. So yeah,
But I don't think
we're
I'm
barely
wrong.
holding them off.
The Royals, I think, will fizzle
All
out
right,
quicker
so,
than the Guardians.
yeah,
I
I
think the
guess you
Royals
guys
will
just
too.
wanna-
They're hot, but we're consistent.
Well, yeah, Jose's been really picking it up lately.
Yeah.
He hit a homer at the game we were at.
Yeah. He provided some insurance, an insurance ribby for us today.
Oh, either someone spit on me or I felt it.
All right.
So let's hit some good topics.
All right, so
here.
yeah, so stay tuned. We did have a little weather snafu tonight, but we will be live again shortly
Yeah.
from inside.
We're still going
We
to
got
run
a
for
few
another
minutes.
minute or
yeah,
two.
we still got
but,
a few minutes. Let's hit home some of the good
yeah.
ones. We want to get to a few more stuff, but we
Just
can hear
making
it.
you guys aware
We
we're
know it's
exploding
coming.
off, or yeah,
It
it'll,
is
it'll be happening
coming.
soon.
Thunder rolls.
So the Twins around the division still. We're talking about us. We barely held off the Royals. The Tigers are still in fourth. The Royals just beat them up in a series. The Twins are a hot mess.
Yeah,
reeling off the
Didn't you
loss.
say they had a team meeting?
Players only meeting, yeah. Gotta love it. And then, I don't know if it was before, after, during, or whatever, but they lost to the Nationals 12-3, so they got clobbered by a very pedestrian NL team. So for all the good the meeting or that hype of the meeting did, yeah, they're a mess.
Yeah, they were probably planning out fall and winter plans for that meeting.
They got a big head. We all knew this division was a toss-up free-for-all, anyone's but the White Sox, and 85% of the writers just crowned the Twins, especially when they won a playoff series last year. They're like, oh, well, that tears it. The Twins won a playoff series. The Guards, Tigers, Royals, they won't have nothing for that. Twins will win that weak division by 9 games. That was the preseason narrative, and now here we are.
Yeah.
That's not
Hey,
the
well,
current
we just
situation.
That's why they
them,
play
so.
the games.
It's quirky schedule coming up, too. We might as well mention as we're going around the division. We have not even seen the Royals yet.
No, and we don't see them until mid-June.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we're already obviously halfway through with the Twins. We've had a couple hotly contested series with them already. Tigers heavy in June, 3 series with the Tigers in June. I don't know how relevant they'll be, but I'm just saying, and speaking of the quirky schedule and everything, so.
Oh, yeah, so we got, we are playing the Angels next. Then we got the Rockies, who they're a dumpster fire.
Yep. So some late starts. So just so you guys know,
So we're hitting the road. Just so
and then-
everybody knows, we're hitting the road.
Yep.
if you have the flexibility, take a nap, have a
Get
late
in
night cup
the
of
road.
coffee, do what
Yep.
you got to do. It's going to be a lot of
Hit the road.
9:40 type starts in the next week or
late
so.
games.
Oh, nice.
West
In
Coast
LA
swing,
and-
little West Coast swing.
Yep.
You know, so
I know you
Second.
like catching those 9.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
games,
How many
so
games
you'll
are coming
feel
out
it.
on the West Coast? We got coming in a row. I got like
Well,
Because
we're playing.
It's the Angels and Rockies.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
So
we
the
can
day
win
games
5
will
of
be
those.
4 and- yeah, that's definitely the goal. The way
4
we're
and 2.
rolling and the way they're
4
not.
and 2. That would be beautiful.
Yep.
You know, you win each series. That
Yeah.
would be nice. You know, they split it.
All
You
right.
get 2 on each series.
Right.
So then after the Angels and the Rockies, we got the Nationals at home, and then the Royals. So
Finally, the
so
Royals
we do
get
get
our
our
series
first.
from now. So
we
yeah, we
get-
still got a nice 9-10 pack of games.
We get our
before we
first
see
look at the
Royals.
Royals June 4th, Tuesday, which is a home game.
Yeah.
It could be Royals.
Another young, hungry team with an overachieving rookie manager. So yeah, this is going to be an interesting rivalry. It's funny. I've been thinking, looking at these awesome bullpen stats. I know that they're our fierce enemy in 2024, but just 9 years ago, the 2015 Royals. You know, Ramirez is better than Eric Hosmer. The Royals won a World Series with Hosmer as their best hitter
Yeah, and
a
they
good
played,
bullpen
they
and a
played
rotation
small ball,
that did
similar
enough.
to what the
Yeah.
Guardians do now.
Yeah. So just as like a recent template for a blueprint for success, you know,
Yeah.
we still got a lot to work to do to be bona fide World Series contenders, but there is a template for in somewhat recent history of a team built very similar to us.
This is a hot start.
doing
So,
all that, so.
What do you think about David Fry, Tito? He's definitely having a breakout season so far.
Yeah, boy, we're using the matchups to play him
Kyle,
perfect,
do
super
this to your
utility
mic
guy.
sometimes if you can when you're not talking. It shields the
And
wind.
yeah,
Thanks.
he was hitting 337 going into today. Got another big hit for us today. I mean, boy, he's just been great. Obviously, on the offensive side of the ball, David Fry. On the pitching side of the ball, Ben Lively.
Oh yeah.
cool.
Man, and from a stopgap standpoint, that guy has been huge because obviously it's been kind of a nightmare health-wise in our rotation, and we have needed an unsung hero or so. And Lively, he's been that. Boy,
Yeah.
he's been good more often than not. And for an emergency depth guy, basically our sixth starter swing man, because he wasn't even supposed to be
Yeah.
a main rotation option. He has really,
He stepped it up.
really held it down, man. So.
He stepped it up. Anything else? What else we got? Main topics. I just someone
did-
spit on me.
I did want to say
We got about a minute. We got a minute.
So yeah, it's
We're
final
winning a
thoughts,
lot
so-
of the closer games too
Yeah.
that we didn't win last year. A lot of the games where we lost by 1 run, now we're winning, and I think a lot of that's because we have a lot better bullpen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have learned how to win. Like
What are we
win.
calling them? The armed guards?
The armed guards,
Nice,
yes.
The armed
Nice
guard
name.
or the armed guards?
The armed guards.
Armed
With their
guards.
minuscule whips and stingy pitches, yes,
Right.
they will keep you guessing and whiffing.
Right.
The armed guard.
committee. So, anything else we got
yeah,
real quick? I feel some
hopefully
more
we can
drops.
get, hopefully we can get Quan back up soon.
Yes, come on up. Let's count it out and get out of
All
here
right,
because
yeah.
it is coming like a storm.
Sure. All right.
I'm good.
Support local baseball. Captains
Thank
have
you.
been playing
Dogfight
great.
Sports.
Saw
Let's
a
bark
nice
it out,
two-hitter a
everybody.
week
We're
ago.
going to wrap it up real quick.
All
Ready?
right,
Let's
and
bark
we're
it out.
barking and wrapping it up.